Alright guys, as you probably guessed from that intro, on deck today for review is the Waffen Werks AK-74 style weapon. A lot of good things about this. You guys have seen it in some of my other videos, to include the how to zero your AK-74 video. A different one, but still a Waffen Werks 74 was used for that one. What we're going to do here is put some rounds through it, talk about the pros and cons, take it apart, put it back together, talk about some of the advantages of this, some of the disadvantages versus other rifles on the market, and generally just shoot it and have some fun with it. But before we get into that, if you're talking about any kind of Waffen Werks 74 rifle, first thing that comes up always is the barrel. The barrel is not cold hammer forged like some of the competitors on the market. It's not a com block barrel, it's a US barrel. So right now we're going to go ahead and get into the barrel and then get into the rest of the review. US barrels are kind of a controversial subject in the AK community, I guess you could say. I mean, do you want a com block cold hammer forged brand new surplus barrel? Sure, you can get your hands on one, go for it. But the reality is, here in US shores these days with this political climate, those barrels are just drying up. They're harder and harder to come by. So I went ahead and contacted Keith over at Waffen Werks, asked him some questions about these barrels. Basically what he told me is that they're spec'd by Waffen Werks to ESS. So ESS is the one that are actually making them, not Green Mountain that used to make them in the past. The current ones are coming with those ESS barrels. They're chrome lined, and they have a 1 in 7.75 inch twist rate. Later on in the video you're going to see just how this rifle shoots. But all in all, guys, I have over 1 span cam through this rifle, which isn't a high round count, but I've seen no degradation of accuracy, nothing crazy like that. It seems to be performing pretty well. But I mean, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Sure, you'd want a cold hammer forged barrel if you could get one, but if you can't, you know, and you have a properly spec'd US barrel, you're probably going to be okay. But up next, you're going to see how it shoots. So y'all heard my opinion on these barrels here. Let's go ahead and take a few shots here at 100 meters, see what kind of group we can get, see how they actually shoot in real life. Obviously, the bigger variable than the barrel is going to be myself, but we'll see what we can do. There you go, guys. As you can see, the group, we got 2 in the orange and then 1 a little bit low right. I don't know if that's me or the gun, because obviously I didn't have a bench or anything. I was just shooting from the prone. But as you can see, the rifle's definitely capable of good accuracy. That's a decent group for an AK pattern series rifle at 100 meters, in my opinion. So there's the accuracy for it. For those of you guys that are new to the AK-74 platform, I'll go ahead and break it down for you. Go ahead and obviously you want to remove the mag. You want to depress the safety lever, and this one here is a Krebs safety. It doesn't come with that. I added that aftermarket. I also added the grip. For those of you guys that are wondering, everything else came with the rifle. But you go ahead, retract the charging handle, inspect that chamber to make sure there's no rounds in there, no obstructions, nothing like that. Go ahead and release it. You're going to push the little button here on the back, and these Waffen Werks rifles, due to the gun coat finish, they tend to be a little bit tight when you get them. So mine's loosened up a little bit because I've been shooting the crap out of it for a while. But if it's tight, just go ahead and keep pushing on there. It'll come off. Take your top cover off. Take your spring out, pull back and up, and out comes your bolt and bolt carrier group. Basically, that's your field strip AK-74. If you guys want to know a little bit more in terms of how to clean these rifles with corrosive ammo, or how to clean your AK pattern rifle, I'll put those links in the video as well. But that's your basic field strip for this rifle. And you go ahead and put it back together. You just go in the opposite direction. So put your bolt carrier and bolt back in, your recoil spring. You gotta just push it forward and slip it into the grooves that it came out of. Put your top cover back in, like such, and push down, and that's it. That is your reassembled rifle. Alright guys, throughout this review you're not going to hear too much negative about this rifle. I like my Waffen Werks 74. There's no getting around it. One of the things that I do criticize about it, I don't like about it, is that it does ship with a Tapco mag. It ships with a 30 round Tapco mag. Not a big deal, but considering the cost of quality surplus AK-74 mags these days, it would be nice to get a nice surplus one. But again, probably better than shipping with a 10 rounder too, like a lot of companies do. So pros and cons to each, but it does come with a Tapco mag. If you buy one of these rifles, I suggest you go ahead and get yourself a quality surplus mag or two, just to run through it, so that way you have something you can really depend on. I'm just going to go over some specs before I get into my final thought on the rifle. They're built on Bulgarian surplus kits. They are matching numbers, at least both of mine are. So you get the trunnion numbers matching up, you get the nice Circle 10 logo on there. And that matches all the other numbers on the rifle with the exception of the serial number, obviously, because that is a Waffen Werks produced receiver. They used to make them on the Nodax Buds, but nowadays Waffen Werks is making those in-house. A couple things just going down from the top to the bottom. The Compensator is actually chrome lined. It's the Bulgarian original. Going down, we do have the bayonet lugs on there. The furniture is either going to be the plum black or the wood furniture that you guys saw throughout the video as well. It's got the G2 trigger on it, and it also has the accessory rail, so you can go ahead and mount some optics rail, excuse me, so you can go ahead and mount optics on there. The finish is a gun coat finish. I have several rifles that are actually finished in gun coat. It's an excellent finish, and when you compare it to something like maybe the Arsenal SGL-31, in my opinion, it's much better, much more durable, solvent resistant, things like that. But so those are the basic specs on it. You guys saw it perform both in terms of shooting today, and you guys also saw my other rifle out there in the How to Zero and AK-74 video. The guns shoot well. There's no getting around it. They've been 100% reliable, with the exception of a bad mag. And it actually wasn't a Tapco mag. I did have a bad East German mag that I had a malfunction in this rifle with. My heart stopped a little bit. I went ahead and put it in my SGL-31 as well as my Tantal, and it was malfunctioning in all those. So it's definitely the mag. So the gun's 100% reliable. Accurate little gun. I don't notice any difference in accuracy between some of the other AK-74s that I've reviewed here on my channel. But all in all, it's a great gun. And with SGLs going for what they're going for today, I mean, I literally saw one go on Gunbroker a couple weeks ago for over $1,200. If you can get one of these rifles that are excellent build quality for $700 to $800, I mean, who knows what they're going to be going for in a few weeks if the panic buying keeps going. But for the price, they're excellent rifles, even at today's prices. Well built, put together. Waffen Werks has excellent customer service. They've responded to me every time I've tried to contact them. They're quick to call you back and help you out as a customer. So all in all, it's a great rifle. I recommend you buy it if you're looking for one. You're looking for a rifle that shoots cheap surplus ammo. This is definitely a good option to go for. And if eventually you shoot that barrel out, hey, you can afford to. If you can afford to shoot the barrel out, you can afford to get it rebarreled. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the rifle, guys. If you have any questions about this review, this rifle, how it's doing as I keep shooting it throughout the years, feel free to post it here. You can post it over at my Facebook page as well. I'll put a link to where I got this from Atlantic in the bottom, so you guys can actually go ahead and check it out in case you're looking to buy one yourself. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you guys in the next video.